What's up, everybody? It's ShilohZMagnus here. Yeah, I know this time I'm not playing Hawking or anything. I'm doing something a little different this time. I'm playing Minecraft. Mostly because I actually just want to talk to you guys. You know, just talk. Nothing serious. Well, not crazy serious. Just I just want to talk. You know, about my plans and stuff that, my plans for 2020 and what happened, and just talk and reminisce about what happened to me, last year. Uh, 2019. Well, I'm gonna start with last year. Last year was a very good year for me, but also it was very rough. It was ups and downs, just like everything else, but it was a good up and down. I learned a lot about myself and a lot of things that I done wrong and things I could have done better and a lot of good things that could have happened. Um, you know, so I kind of did a lot. So I appreciate, just a lot of thinking, nothing really outlandishly serious, just a lot of thinking. And, and I'm beating up a tree with my fist. Great. I forgot how random this game was. But yeah, that's not why I'm here to talk. Oh, I got a viewer. Hey, what's up? Um, like I said, I'm not usually playing my game hawking and stuff like that, but I'm playing something a little different. Thanks for jumping into the chat. Um, oh, never mind. They left. But that's okay. Like I said, I'm just here to talk. Um, 2019, my second son was born, which was a beautiful thing. He's just a sack of potatoes. He's 4 months now, and there's nothing in the world about that I wouldn't change. And there's nothing in the world I wouldn't change. And during the year, I slipped and fell on one of my eldest son's toys, and I fractured my jaw. That's why, little more than halfway through the year, I stopped loading up videos. It's mostly because the fact I didn't forget about my channel. It was just more on the lines of I just couldn't talk. Like legit, I had my jaw was wired. I had to get teeth pulled. I had to get 5 teeth pulled, and man, that was not fun. Not fun at all. And and when like I had to get like I said I had to get teeth pulled. I had to this is new. Okay. It's getting dark out. But like I said, I got teeth pulled, and man, that was not fun. I've lost like 4 or 5 teeth. Mostly due to, like I said, I slipped and fell on one of my son's toys, and that was a nightmare. But what can you really do? You know, It just happens. Oh, so that's how it works. Okay. They changed the game up a lot since the last time I played. Man, they really did. Ow. But yeah, like 2019, like I said, I legit had to get my slipped and fell on one of my son's toys, and I had to get my jaw rewired. That was not fun. That was not fun. Like I could barely talk. I was drinking through a straw. Man. You know, it was bad. But I got over it. But that's okay. So it was okay. Um, Now how in the world do you make... Oh, okay. Alright. A trap chest? That's new. Beehives. There we go. Crafting table. But, I guess, well, I'm sorry, I'm seeming a little distracted. But, but, like I said, I've slipped, fell, fractured my jaw, and I had to get my jaw rewired, had to get my teeth pulled. That was not fun. But there's nothing I can really do about it, just had to deal. Life threw me a curveball and I just had to live with it. And there's something I actually kind of want to get off my chest. Going into 2019, going into 2019, I went to go see a doctor, you know, just to check to see if everything's okay, you know, just for a checkup. And it was just wild, man. Just... What the hell is that noise? What the hell is that? Oh, it's a zombie. As I beat him with a shovel. I'll box him, okay. Come on. Unbox him. I have no idea what I have in my hand. I'm sorry. This is not something I usually do. I'm usually like playing just a quick game I could just pick up and play. But this time, you know, I wanted to do something a little different. Um, and I just want to just say, leaving 2019 behind, I just want to say that it was one rough year for me. Uh, I was, like I said, I slipped and fell. I hurt my jaw, and that shit was expensive. It was an expensive fix. Cost me like $3,000 just to fix my face. But also, like I said, that explains why during the last few months of 2019, I wasn't releasing any random thoughts or releasing any videos because I was in and out of the hospital. And while I was in the here's the part that I really want to talk about before I start, you know, getting into my plans for 2020. Um, while I was in the hospital, I was just thinking to myself about, man, just how I'm gonna take care of my family and stuff like that. And one of my coworkers stopped by to see me. You know, it was nice. You know, it was nice to talk to her for a little bit. And she came up to me and she said, um, you should get tested. And I'm like, oh my god, did I randomly just sleep with a chick while I was in the hospital or something? Like, what the hell happened? It was nothing like that. No, 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 no. What happened was, what happened was, my, my coworker noticed something about me while I was, while I was working. You know, my irregulars, me being high and low, up and down. You know, just not being consistent, being very manic, being very, what's the word? Random. Like I would do one thing, then do another thing, then do another thing. And I would just be random. And then she said, you should get tested. I'm like, tested for what? She said, bipolar. And I was like, you know what? Okay, I'm gonna do that. And so I got tested. And I found out that I'm bipolar. It explained I did a little deep thinking self, you know, trying to recuperate myself from something I discovered. And I asked her, I was like, what led you to this conclusion about me? She said that her grandson, she said the same thing that I was doing. Um, Her grandson was doing, being very manic, being very random. Being very manic, being very random, just doing things. And when she put two and two together, she realized that I'm probably bipolar. So I got tested, and she was right. And that would answer a lot of things, growing up and stuff like that. That would answer a lot of things. The random highs and lows, the doing this, then doing that, then doing this, then doing that. Just the outright random things I used to do. And leaving 2019 behind, got me thinking, how many people did I mess up? Because like I said, it got me thinking about all the stuff I did when I was untreated, I want to say. And the more I think about it, the more things started to make sense. Like I said, the random highs and lows, the random moments where I'll have like a moment of clarity and then all of a sudden it's just gone. I know you're wondering why I'm kind of confessing this on YouTube or something like that, but for me to focus on the future, I have to accept what happened in the past. And what happened in the past, I hurt a lot of people. And there are 3 people in general that I don't want to name names because I don't want to put people on the spot like that. But there are a few people that I want to apologize to. I want to apologize to. And if this video ever reaches out to you, they know who they are. I'm not going to, like I said, put their business out because it's what happened between us and not anybody else. like I said, it happened to everybody else, and well, nobody else, just just us. And that to those people that I really, really hurt, like there's two people I have in mind that I really like offended and I really hurt them. I'm not proud of it because it was something that I had a condition that I didn't know I had. You know, I didn't know I was bipolar. So, like I said, all those random moments, those random highs and lows, and to those two people that I know I really hurt, I'm sorry. It was a condition I didn't know I had until I got tested. And to them, if it ever reaches out to them, I'm sorry. They're probably thinking I was a dick, but I wasn't. I was just broken just like everybody else. Oh shit. That was a lot off my chest. Like, there was a... Like I said, in 2019, great things happened to me. It was the birth of my son, my second child. Yes, I'm 2 and through. You know, I released my second book of my series. You can check it out on Amazon. But real talk, show my artist some love. You can follow him at The Gallant Knight on Twitter, or you can follow. I think it's The Gallant Knight. At you can follow him on. I think he has an Instagram and he has a Twitter. I also follow him on my Twitter page, so you could probably go to my Twitter and you could probably find him through there. But great guy, good artist, and he does good work, so show him some love. And like I said, 2019 was a good year for me. Like I said, my son was born. I released my second book, and everything was hunky-dory, doing good at my job. I'm still working. And but it was also a pretty bad and enlightening year for me, because discovering that I had this condition made me think about a lot of the stuff that I did when I was younger and dumber. And I didn't know I was bipolar, and I really hurt a lot of people because the fact that my condition went untreated. So, to all those people, past or recently, if If this video ever reaches out to you, I'm sorry. There's nothing more I can say or do. And that's kind of it for 2019. Going into 2020, I have better things in mind. Going into 2020, first things first, I'm definitely going to go back to doing my random thoughts. Hopefully I can launch one by next week. And hopefully by the end of this year, I'll release the third book in my short book series. And that's kind of my big plans. I want to go back into, you know, doing my random thoughts because they were a lot of fun. And now that I finally got the time and I understand a little bit more about live streaming and the fact that my PS4 can actually handle it, I'm gonna start doing more live streaming, like hawking, or maybe doing what I'm doing now, just having a conversation with you guys, just talking to you. No one's really in the chat, so I'm kind of talking to myself. But that's alright. I'm talking to myself. But that's okay. You don't start off with having 100 people in your chat. You build up to that. My goal for 2020 for my YouTube channel is to go back to going back to doing my random thoughts, getting into live streaming. But hawking, I really enjoy the game. I know everyone's like, oh, you gotta play more popular games, to get followers. No, I'm not here to please everybody. I'm here to just enjoy it for what it is and just have fun. And if you are wondering, I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just doing. And, like I said, I'm going back into what I like doing. I'm just going to, legit, like I said, going back to doing my random thoughts and, doing some more live streaming. And like always, you guys are always more than willing to jump in and just chillax with me. I know at the beginning of my video I was very melancholy, but it was deep because, like I said, I didn't know I was bipolar, and I hurt a lot of people, and I want to make amends before I start 2020. And going into 2020, I have goals. I have pretty decent goals. Like, everyone's like, oh, what's your New Year's resolution? There's like, new year, new me. Don't start that bullshit. It's gonna be new year, same old you. For me, like I say every year, I'm gonna do better than I did last year. And last year, like I said, it was pretty rough. I had some ups and downs, but I had more downs than ups. but I made it through, and I'm gonna do better going into 2020. I have more ups than downs. Hopefully, by the end of this year, I will launch my third book, and I'm gonna go back to posting up hopefully, my weekly random thoughts. And I broke my last pickaxe. Great. Gotta make more. A lever. Okay, that's not what I'm trying to make. Um, but like I said, going into 2020, I'm going to release my third book of the series, my series, called The McCloud Journal. And I want to go back to posting up weekly random thoughts. And I'm going to try to at least live stream once every 2 weeks, once every week at least. But, most of all, like I said, my New Year's resolution, like I said, I'm not doing the new year, new me bullshit. It's the dumbest thing in the goddamn world. Like I said, it's just same you, new year. It's just an excuse. Like I said, for me, um, going into 2020, I'm just gonna do better than what I did last year. Simple as that. Nothing complex, nothing elaborate. I'm gonna do better. If I might even failing better. At least I've done it better. And I might end this stream a little early because mostly I just want to have a conversation with you guys. Just trying to give you guys an update. So, like always, if you have anything you want to talk about, or if you want me to talk about anything for my random thought, or you have a random thought you want to talk about but you're too ashamed to, because I'll do it for you. I have no shame. So, if you guys just want to send me an email, hit me up on Twitter, hit me up on YouTube, or leave a comment at the bottom of any of my videos, I will always get back to you at a decent time. Like I said, fatherhood, 2 kids, it's hard to do things, but I'll get to you. So if you have a random thought, comment, you either like or dislike, or you love or you hate my videos, let me know. I like all feedback. And once again, this is ShilohZMagnus, and like always, as it breaks, till the next battle.